this match.
It's been 10 years. I am unpredictable. I don't know what I'm going to do.
AJ turns into a Black Widow. Tap out. Tap out. How can AJ win?
If you have never tuned into WWE before, this is the time to do it.
It is my esteemed honor to be able to induct you in the class of 2026 WWE Hall of Fame.
At your best when you got hostility and animosity towards somebody.
I mean, when you got a little edge behind you, Drew McIntyre can do the best shot, and I'm going to kick out.
Maybe because ego was bruised, I beat him up a little bit. I don't care. All that matters is I've got the title match. It's on the ESPN, and now Drew McIntyre can finally take his place atop of WWE.
So close to winning the world title. Cody fired up. Crossroads. Cody retains. Cody Rhodes celebrates a new era. The ESPN era.
This was history tonight, guys, and it happened here in Indianapolis.
As we move forward, champion versus champion, to determine the crown jewel champion in Perth.
That was Saturday night in Indy, and this is the vision arriving here in Evansville. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch with titles in hand. The Bronze put a beating on the Usos. The Oracle, Paul Heyman moving ahead with the master plan. They're all here for Raw. As is the new Women's World Champion. Stephanie Vaquer has made it to the top, and her father, Hector, is beaming with pride. We will hear from the incredibly impressive La Primera tonight. And the New Day. Of course,
And I've been on mute this whole time for my microphone. I'm such a professional. The New Day with Big G, Grayson Waller. So yeah, no DQ tag team match between the New Day, Grayson Waller, Raw Raiders, and Penta. And Bayley's in the house. She takes on Roxanne tonight. She'll be a banger. Certified banger of a match, folks. And Cody Rhodes is due to open tonight. And here he is. Yeah, LA Knight. Dicked out in the yellow. Oh, Rusev taking out Dominic in the background, having a bit of a heated discussion. Interesting. So Alan, okay. He's going to meet Jey Uso later on today. Evansville, Indiana, Ford Center. We'll put a poll up when there's a first match, folks. When we are due to open, Cody Rhodes has been announced as opening the match, the show tonight. People in the crowd, exciting. I'm a Paul Heyman girl. Let's look at these signage. Lost moustache, if found, return to Kofi Kingston. Becky Lynch, best women's wrestler of all time. Sports Illustrated. I love it. Here it comes. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Let me know, folks, if you are in the channels, Twitch and or YouTube. How's it sound? How's it coming through? Turn down the broadcast quite a lot. There's reasons for that. Thanks to ESPN/WWE absolutely wiping out my entire stream from WrestlePalooza because of audio claims, like the whole stream. So yeah. We'll see how we go with Raw. So there it is. Cody Rhodes opens the show. Obviously, this is going to set up something towards Perth, Crown Jewel. It was kind of let go. Announced in the post-show of WrestlePalooza that Cody and Seth will be fighting for that Crown Jewel Championship that they introduced last year. So, and I'm guessing once we find out what happens on SmackDown regarding the triple threat for the Women's Championship there, we will find out who's going to face Stephanie Vaquer. Yeah, there it is. Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Seth Rollins against Cody Rhodes. Cody would be technically the defending champion because didn't he beat Gunther last season? Last year. It's not a season. Parks. It's not NFL streaming. It's not footy. Cup of tea. Bit randy. I think I like team like that. Hello neighbours. How are you? So Cody Rhodes opens the show. I expect Sept to come out here. Maybe the entire vision. Maybe setting up a main event tonight. We'll see. Let's listen to Codes. Good chance for Cody there. I like Cody. I'm not a Cody crybaby though. What do you want to talk about? See? What do you want to talk about? Okay, they got a ring. That's right, they got a ring last year. He's showing it on screen for you. He's showing that crown jewel ring. Here it is, Seth Rollins. Burn it down. So for Seth and Division minus Becky. I guess Cody's wife isn't really going to get involved, so let's have. That's probably why Becky's not there. You know, she likes to fight people who have the wives active wrestlers. Whoa, whoa. Best versus best. Seth's kind of telling Heyman and the boys just to chill there. He's got this. Yeah. So the rest of the division is staying at on the entrance ramp there. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. So this is what's going to happen next few weeks, I'd say. I think it's 3 weeks until Crown Jewel. I do still hope that they don't forget about Drew. They don't forget about Punk in this next 3 weeks. I just hope we still have that intertwinement between those other fellas with their stories, feuds, I guess, if you like, while these two still have to face off at WrestlePalooza. Not WrestlePalooza, Crown Jewel. But we shall see what the E do. Let's have a look. They never did change his music, Seth Rollins. People still whoa him. She's enjoying it. Prom breaker staring down some kids. He's just a big bully, is Braun. So yeah, we've still got the rest of the division. Paul Heyman and the Bronze at rings at the entrance ramp. Cody should really not have his back turned against them though, but never mind. He did peek over. Isn't it Cody 3-0 against Sept though? Like, he's got the advantage. So this will be a bit of a one that Sept definitely wants to win back. Hasn't beaten Cody. Two of the best in the world in their prime, 1-on-1. May the best man win, Sept says. Cody's nodding in agreement. But it's never that simple, is it, Sept? No, it's not. It's deeper than that, it's bigger than that. It's you and me. It's not that simple. Do you, Sept? You know what they think about you? Sweet as, brother. That's me! Yeah, well. Fair cop. CM Punk chance. CM Punk chants getting louder. Getting very loud now for CM Punk chants. Well done. Well dealt with. Let the crowd simmer. Not about CM Punk, because he doesn't have a championship. Asking Cody the truth. What do you think of me? Want to know the truth? Here we go. He wants the truth. Cody does juice well, doesn't he? It's complicated, says Cody. But it shouldn't be. Calling out some of this questionable choices as he points to Heyman, acknowledging Paul Heyman as one of those questionable choices. See if that's made. What do you think of it, Sept? Yeah. You changed his life. That's what he says. You changed his life. WrestleMania, Hell in a Cell. You changed my career at WrestleMania 40 when he was his Shield. Good comments there. Yep, valid. But it shouldn't be complicated, right, Codes? Talks about Becky being on this podcast. What do you think of you? gone from being the best to could have been the absolute best. But that's not the Seth who's hiding behind his 2 goons. 3 goons, actually, including Paul Heyman and that goon. What can I do for you right now, Seth? Cody asks. I'm going to talk about that ring, Seth says. But before that ring, we need to talk about this watch. The watch that I guess Cody gave him. Yep. The watch that Cody gave Seth at WrestleMania. He hasn't worn it a single time since then until tonight. This watch, we're going to have a battle for a watch. Asking Cody if this was a real gift. Or was it just a token gesture? Yep, Cody's fantastic. Saying the right things. Glowing praise on people and Seth when it suits him. There we go. Good exchange here between these guys. It's been really good. If Cody believes he's QB1, what does it say about Seth? That means he's not good enough, or he just doesn't think Seth's as good as he is. They ain't goons. Heyman, I'm Saturday night. The vision is what the future of this business looks like, and it runs through him. He is the tip of the spear, not Cody. So Cody can be the quarterback, but he will be Seth's quarterback. You will be my quarterback. If you don't agree with that, doesn't matter. 3 weeks, crown jewel. The truth will come out. By any means necessary. It's not a two-man show. I am the alpha. To be fair, you are the Raw champ. You're the alpha, says Cody. Got 2 questions for Seth. At Crown Jewel, will that be the case? Because in the 3 matches we've had, they've all been 1-1. In the 3 matches that we've had, Seth Rollins, how many have you won? End of story. Hands the mic back to Seth. And attempts to leave the ring. We'll see if he's allowed past division. So Cody leaves like that. It was a really good opening exchange between both guys. Vision are blocking the entrance ramp. Let's see if they allow Cody past. The Bronze is stepping up to Cody. I'll be surprised if the Usos come out here. Let's see. Seft's waving them to let him pass. Yeah, Heyman's holding on to Braun Breaker. Letting Cody go. I love that segment. That was really great opening segment. Really great segment between the two. Talking about the history. I like the end, how Cody ended it as well. 2 questions. And those 3 matches that we had, they were 1-1. Is that what it will be at Crown Jewel? And tell me, Seth, of those 3 matches we've had, how many has Seth Rollins won? Dropping the mic and leaving. Love it. Joe Tess and Wade Barrett on commentary, folks. That was a great opening segment. Really enjoy that. What are your thoughts, folks? Hit me down below. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Just going back now to the WrestlePalooza. No, they're not. They're cutting to Jimmy Uso arriving in the arena backstage. And he sees there's Jay with his stitches. Hey, bro, you alright? Jimmy's going for a rematch. But he was told that Jay made a match between him and LA Knight tonight. Jay versus LA Knight. Main event. Huh? Jay thinks it was LA Knight being ref cost them their match. What else does he think? He thinks the Vision. Oh, hey, blaming his brother now. Saying the Vision would have taken care of LA Knight if Jimmy hadn't tagged him the week before. Anyway, bit of dissent brewing here, maybe. We're going to handle business as soon as I body LA Man. Alright. Yeet. Where are they going with this? They could well be a slow burn turn for Jay. Here we go. It's going to be the tag match now. We got the New Day entrance, folks. New Day entrance. Oh my God. Six-man tag. That's coming up next. That will come up next, folks. And making the entrance, ripping up fan signs. Gonna put a poll up. Make sure you vote. New Day with Grayson Waller. Waller. Please observe some silence, folks, for the New Day. Get in now. There is a vote there for those on YouTube. I'll try and figure out how to do it on Twitch. New Day just in the ring at the moment, cutting a promo. Morningwood. I beat Penta, yeah. Thank God for the New Day. All right. Just showing last Monday, Penta versus Kofi. We're currently in a Netflix ad, if you like, live broadcast ad. So we're seeing a lot more, obviously, that you don't see on broadcast TV right now, folks. So, New Day did cut a promo. They're just showing highlights of last week, and now the post-match beatdown that they did against Penta. And then the Raw Raiders getting involved to help break that up, which has led to this match tonight. And here he comes. Cero Mero Penta. Mero. How's he walk? Like that? Alright. I love Penta. Yep, he needs some wins under his belt though, folks. Let me see, let's drop you down to 95. I can say. Right, get your votes in, folks, on YouTube in the poll. Who do you think's going to win this match? It's a 6-man tag team match, no DQ. We've got Penta and the War Raiders against the New Day. Of course, with Grayson Waller, self-proclaimed Big G. Here come, they come. I was asking last week where they had been. Here they come. The Wall Raiders. Eric and Ivar, the Wall Raiders. Yep, Lillian Garcia's on match announcements tonight. Alicia Taylor taking the day off. And straight into it. Ring the bell. Eddie Ograno says, bugger it. They're going to brawl to start. It's going to ring the bell and make it official. The match is underway, folks. Off and running. War Raiders and Penta have cleared house. New Day and Waller. Here we go. Oh, almost a triple. Almost a triple dive out the ring, but no. Trying to trip up the two of the three. Big old Ivar though, he's like, nah, I'm going to drag you in. Woods. So it's Ivar and Woods at the moment. Poked to the eyes by Woods. He's trying to get some early offense here. Oh! Jesus. Ivar's agility is amazing for a big man. He gets cleared out by Kofi. And Eric's got him now, wrapped up. Goes to slam him down, but it's reversed. Kofi misses. Big knee by Eric. Grayson Waller from behind with a kendo stick. Gee, that looked like more than a kendo. That's like a black kendo stick as well. Definitely goes for another shot, but Penta's grabs it off Waller. Gut check. Whack to the back. Penta's got the kendo. Waller ducks. Drop another knee to Penta though from Waller. Slides out the ring straight into an elbow by Eric, who's back slapped by Kofi, which is a bad move. But Kofi comes flying in from behind as they New Day now beat down Eric. Ivar double shoulder barging. Ivar's got it. Shouting to Eric and Penta. Zero Medo. Here we go, Penta. Penta's gonna fly. And he flies over, taking out both members of the New Day. As Ivar crossbodies Grayson Waller against the ring apron. That little, well, it's a graphic board now, isn't it? That sends that flashing. That's a good first up as we head into a Netflix break. We get the action here still on Netflix though. So we're on broadcast break. They're looking under the table now, are the Raiders and Penta, and they're gonna get some Slim Jim. Snap a table with Slim Jim. 2 tables. But the New Day come back with a bit of an assault as Ivar was trying to set up a table in the ring. Trying to find everybody. Kofi and Ivar in the ring. Kingston drives Eric's head into the ring post from the outside. And Penta and Grayson Waller just rolls Penta into the ring. As Xavier does the same with Eric. New Day suck chance. And all three of the New Day begin their assault on the War Raiders and Penta, especially Waller with that kendo stick. Kofi chucks in a couple of more kendos. And what's he bringing out here now? Don't know, he's trying to bring something. Oh, he's got the big black hat that he wore a few weeks ago. They've all got the hats. They've all got the hats. New Day. All three of the New Day now on the corners with kendos and the big black hats. And that, yeah, okay. And they just jump down and proceed to attack the other three men with those kendos. I was expecting a little bit more than just jumping down from the top turnbuckle the way they did. They're doing the Penta walk in mockery. But they turn around and they go into elbows from the Heat Faces. War Raiders and Penta turn it around, and now it's their turn to wear the big black hats. Ivar and Eric doing the dance, but the New Day come back from behind. They try and take advantage now. Penta and I think it was Woods in the ring. The rest were on the outside. We are back with the live broadcast, and it's all three men of the New Day taking apart Penta, just stomps and punches. They've still got a table set up in the corner here. They're going to slingshot Waller towards Penta. Penta tosses him over the ropes. Penta against the ropes now. Went flying. Penta counters. Now watch out here. Oh, Penta. Tried to attack on the apron, but just countered by Woods, who lays Penta on a table outside and just begins to poke his eyes and punch him. Kofi's climbing up to the top turnbuckle here. Woods is trying to hold Penta on the table, and it goes up. And we didn't. That was a bad cameraman angle there, but big leg drop from Kofi straight through the table, which Penta was lying on. This is a better camera angle now. Double leg drop sends Penta crashing through that table. Kofi is definitely worse for wear. Attempted pin there by Grayson Waller on Penta, but the Raw Raiders break up that pin, and now it's Eric and Ivar with Waller knees to his head. They're going to put him up for their maneuver. But it's intercepted by the New Day. So the New Day and Waller back in control. Kofi and Woods with Ivar on the top ropes. It looks like they're going to try and suplex him. Kendo stick attack is missed. Headbutt by Eric on Waller, who missed with a kendo. He's now got the New Day. And he comes through. Double slam by Eric to the New Day. Waller attempts. Waller and Eric go over the top rope with a clothesline there. But Big Ivar's standing on that second rope there. He's going for it. He's lining up. Here he goes on the top ropes now. Oh, and he misses. They get out the way. Big miss there by Ivar. Woods is holding Ivar across the lower rope now. Oh, Kofi with the senton on the apron. Waller looks to grab Ivar, but no, Ivar's too strong. Oh! Big slam down there on the ring apron. But Kofi just whacks him with kendo there as well. But Grayson Waller certainly got punished there. Kofi's lining up Eric. Both guys on the outside of the table. Intercepted! Big slam. Big slam by Eric on Kofi. Woods. Kofi from the stairs now. sending Eric to the ground. All this is outside the ring, folks. Penta now with Kofi in the ring. Penta almost goes through the table. Oh! Penta! Drives Kofi through another table. The table that was set up in the corner. Kofi went for him. Penta was able to flip him over. And he went through the table. That's twice now. Penta with Grayson Waller with that kendo stick. Slowing things down. Kofi now. He's loving these tables tonight. It's gone through two, really, technically. Waller and Penta on the top apron there. Top turnbuckle. Brief trade of blows. What's he? Penta's looking for Spanish Fly. He's signaling. Oh, Spanish Fly from the top rope. Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Sorry, Mexican Destroyer from the top turnbuckle by Penta on Grayson Waller. Sees the Raw Raiders and Penta pick up the win. This is a good match. Good, solid match. I enjoy this. What a way to end that. That was a good, solid little match there. New Day come away with the loss. Penta needed the win here, and he pins Grayson Waller. So Waller taking the pin, which makes sense. Pushes him through. Is still the weak link here. I just kind of wish, I do hope Penta leaves soon. This Mexican Destroyer from the top turnbuckle was, Vaquer. Yep. What a win. We're now in the Judgment Day clubhouse. Oh, JD. Finn. Dominic asking for help because Rusev's after his championship. Finn said he's busy. And he's asking JD for help. Hey, JD's busy as well. Yeah. What he said last week's coming back on. Monchacho. Roxanne asking JD to help Dom. Roxanne being able to change JD McDonough. Oh. Sees JD versus Rusev tonight. That was all set up by Dominic going into this. So later on we are going to see JD McDonough. Now we've got Lyra at the back with Bayley. Bayley's all happy-go-lucky. She's wearing... Bayley's wearing... AJ's husband jacket that Punk had. Bayley's like, it's good to see you, Lyra. After last week. She's asking if Lyra would like to be in Bayley's corner tonight. Lyra's like, what? This makes no sense. Okay, interesting. Bayley and Lyra. Okay, this is interesting. Bayley doesn't have much recollection of any of last week's interaction with Lyra post-match in the locker room. Lyra's wondering what the hell as we see Stephanie Vaquer walk past. So Lyra will be in in Bayley's corner tonight as that little thing continues here. So next we're going to have Stephanie Vaquer. Paul Heyman being interviewed by Byron. Asking about the Brock Lesnar. No. Byron asks Heyman about Brock's relationship. And of course Heyman does not answer the question. He's wearing a very flash jacket. It's like got patterns on it, like a curtain or a carpet. So Heyman's talking about Cody and Seth, and that Seth is going to win next week. Prediction, that's a spoiler. No, not a spoiler. It's a prophecy. That is a prophecy. So that interview has obviously happened during the ad. I think that was ad as well. So 2 segments there during the ad. And we come back live now. And they're going to promote Saturday Night SmackDown and Saturday night's main event from Salt Lake City. Stephanie Vaquer is up next. We've got Adam Pearce in the ring. Stephanie, la primera, Stephanie Vaquer. Here comes your new champion, Stephanie Vaquer. I Won't be surprised. Maybe Asuka comes out, has a go at her. You don't deserve it. And maybe Io will come out. We could see Rhea as well, because Rhea's made it pretty clear that should be coming for whoever won it. So you can expect someone to come out here. Maybe all three. Could be D or the above. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's a freaking talent, man. Well deserved. That bout looks so great on her. And she's been given the mic. Rapamera. Let's have a listen. You deserve it, Chance. Congratulations, Steph. Gracias. It's the dream of her life. She felt it was impossible many times, but she worked hard for it. She sacrificed for it, and she's made it. Yep. She beat one of the best on the planet, Io Sky. She had the best example. Her dad. She nods towards him. He stands up at ringside there. Again. Never give up. It was the best example. Her dad. Nice moment again. Now she's speaking in Spanish. What's... Thanking the fans in a nice way. Every single one of you celebrated at Palooza. In cry with me. She wants to say thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. You deserve it. Her fire. We'll keep making history. Nobody, and she reiterates, nobody can stop her. La Primera, the WWE Women's World Champion. Adam Pearce mentioning that when the winner of the Tiffany Stratton triple threat match on SmackDown will face Stephanie at Crown Jewel. The pyro goes up. She deserves this. Absolutely wonderful. No one's come through yet. Doesn't mean they won't. Well deserved. And they're just going to cut into a transition to a Crown Jewel Perth Women's Crown Jewel Championship little image here. So obviously again reiterating on SmackDown, the winner of the triple threat between Nia Jax, Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton will face Stephanie Vaquer at Crown Jewel in Perth. That should be a banger of a match too. So Wade and Test just having a chat here. Just talking about what's going to happen at Crown Jewel. Now they're trying to transition into what happened at WrestlePalooza between Brock and Cena. Well, we'll soon find out how this is. So we're cutting to just the promo, the segments leading up to and including the Crown Jewel match between Brock Lesnar and John Cena. I've muted this section because, yeah, ESPN have come down heavy on my stream. Real heavy. So I'll be muting parts of this. But yeah, they're showing all the 8 F5s that Cena took. He took 7 in the match plus 1 post. And that poor ref. Can we get a ref update there? Just showing, yeah, Brock dominating Cena. Sucking the energy out of the stadium. And we cut back now to Stephanie Vaquer, who is with being congratulated by Nikki. And here is Rhea Ripley offering congrats. Just reminding her she's coming for it. Ah! Here comes Asuka with Cody in tow. Cody? Gary Sane in tow. Oh, Asuka, Stephanie, I'd love to see that. Stephanie standing up to Asuka, who said that Io should have been the champion. Yeah. Rhea stepping up to Asuka now. Oh. Oh, yeah. Rhea steps to Asuka. Match tonight. Oh, we could be getting a match tonight. That would be awesome. And here we have Bayley with Lyra Valkyria. Oh, that's big. Wade Barrett wants his hug. So coming up next is going to be Bayley taking on Roxanne Perez. Bayley with Lyra Valkyria. I don't know why I'm saying Valkyria. With Lyra Valkyria. In her corner, she asked earlier on the night. I was probably during one of these Netflix ads, which we are in now, folks. And should be a good matchup. And we could be getting another matchup later on tonight. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. We'll find out. Stay tuned to that. I'm going to go Roxanne here. I think it's something's going to happen. Lyra may be perceived to have cost Bayley the match, even though she hasn't. I think Bayley may perceive Lyra's interference or something as costing her the match. Bayley again asking for cuddles from people in the crowd. Wade still wanting his hug because he's not got one. Wade standing up, arms stretched. He wants a hug. He's begging Bayley for a hug. She instead hugs Joe Test. Come on, Bayley. Hug him. She stands in Wade's chair to get good level. Ah, there we go. Bayley and Wade Barrett hug. Lyra in the corner. High five. So pretty much all of Bayley's intro has been on the ads. Interesting. But here comes Roxanne now. Of course, she's accompanied by Raquel Rodriguez. Here comes another one who's the future of this business, Roxanne. Superstar in the making of, I reckon. Work it well. So you can, no doubt she can go in the ring. Decent on the mic, pretty good actually on the mic. It's just whether she gets the development of the character and also the storylines. So yeah, Rhea stepped up to Asuka earlier. Pretty much at the start of the ads. And said she's going to go and see Pierce about organising a match tonight between Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Let's book it. Showing some highlights from last week with Lyra and beating Roxanne, but the post-match attack from Raquel, and then how Bayley came in to save her. Earlier on, Bayley interacted with Lyra. Bayley didn't quite remember what happened in the locker room last week. She asked Lyra to be in her corner tonight. Everything seeming to be fine. So it'll be interesting to see. They're just showing the highlights from last week's Raw. And we are ring the bells. Jessica Carr starts this match off. Bayley in control here early on. It's official. Later on tonight, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. Back to the match now, though. Bayley versus Roxanne. Bayley in a bit of control here. Bayley with Lyra in her corner. And, of course, Roxanne with Raquel. Bayley 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Bayley and Roxanne on the out on the floor. Bayley misses. Roxanne drives Bayley into the guardrail. Bayley got Roxanne in the corner. Shoulder to the midsection. She's going for another one. No, rounds into the knee of Roxanne. Roxanne climbing up to the top rope. Intercepted by Bayley. Bayley got Roxanne. Looking for a suplex, but it's blocked by Roxanne, who hangs on to Bayley's foot. Raquel trying to distract Bayley, but allows Roxanne to kick the leg out from Bayley. She's wrapped up in the turnbuckle there. So Roxanne's got has control. Just standing on Bayley's leg. Bayley's just wrapped up in the top rope here. Big kick. Bayley's leg. Let's go Bayley chance. As they head to the broadcast advertisements. So we have our main event set. We are back here with the Netflix. Roxanne's in control. She targeted the leg earlier of Bayley from a distraction caused by Raquel. And now she keeps working on the leg. Roxanne goes for the cover. 1, 2. Bayley kicks out. Choke on the second rope by Roxanne. 3 counts released. While the refs are distracted, a big smack there by Raquel. Lyra is doing nothing about on the rec side. Comes up to Raquel and just gets in her face. Count 1, 2. 2 count by Roxanne there in the corner. Bayley trying to fight back here. A couple of shots to the midsection. Roxanne comes back straight to the leg. Yep. Just attacking that left leg. It's wrapped it up. Stretching her out. Bayley trying to fight out of this move. She does. Roxanne finally releases the move. Releases that leg. But a lot more damage done to her. She goes straight back to it though. Kicking the leg. Bayley kicks her away. Roxanne goes straight back onto the attack though. Roxanne. No. Goes for the assault, but its knees go up for Bayley. But that's hurt Bayley again, of course, her leg. But it's given some breathing space. Roxanne's feeling that. Oh, Bayley gets a bit of counter there. Roxanne's lying over the bottom rope. Leg drop on the back of Roxanne. Bayley now slowly getting control. Roxanne's dead. Bayley's trying to rev herself up. Bayley in control. Tries to lift Roxanne up enough. This she does and slams us down. Bayley on the turnbuckle. Second rope elbow from Bayley. 1, 2. Almost a 2.5-ish count. Bayley in control now. Trying to get onto that top turnbuckle, but intercepted by Roxanne. So Roxanne now. Both women. Roxanne! Hurricanrana. Off the top rope. And Bayley. Yeah, Roxanne. Kind of a somersault knee to the back of Bayley's head. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. Roxanne going off at the ref. Come on, ref. Count faster. Bayley trying to fire up, but again, Roxanne looked for Pop Rocks. Missed. Tried to roll through. Rolls through Bayley. 1, 2. 2 count there. Roxanne. Bayley follows up with a quick forearm to the jaw of Roxanne, giving her some space. Bayley now. Gets to the corner, but Roxanne quickly follows her. Ah! Roxanne was quick there with a maneuver, sending both women down. Roxanne fully in control here. Bayley on the outside. Roxanne's going for it. And runs straight into an elbow or forearm by Bayley. So Bayley and Roxanne now. But kick by Roxanne to the midsection. She's going for Pop Rocks. Oh, on the outside. On the floor. Bayley is down and out. Ref's counting. Roxanne's back in the ring. 5 count. 7. Bayley's steering at 8. 9, and she gets in. 9.5. Bayley's back inside the ring. Roxanne grabs Jessica. Has a go at her. Roxanne grabs Bayley from the outside. Gives her a kick. Lyra getting involved against Raquel now. Lyra and Raquel going for it in the back there. Raquel grabs Lyra. She goes, and no, Lyra counters, pushes Roxanne into the, Raquel into the ring post. A suicide dive by Roxanne onto Lyra to the floor. Roxanne now pummeling away at the downed Lyra. Bayley in the ring. Holding her head like as if she's struggling with those thoughts. She's showing a different side. She grabs the hair of Roxanne. She's dragging in, Bayley dragging in Roxanne to the ring. Throwing her down. Bayley's lost it. She's fighting these thoughts. Talking to herself. Trying to calm herself down here. Roxanne from behind. Belly to Bayley. Knee. Bayley in control now. Rose plant goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Bayley gets the win. Lyra helping out there when it counted. Now Lyra's back in the ring, celebrating with Bayley. But let's see what happens. Does Bayley is this version of Bayley knowing what Lyra's doing? Lyra's in there for the hug. Bayley's like, what the hell? Pushes Lyra away, saying, "Why are you touching me? You can't touch me." Bayley's lost it. She's fighting the head again. She's fighting in her head again. Telling Lyra now to stay out of it. Lyra looking down and confused in the ring after that. Bayley defeated Roxanne though. Clean pin. She's fighting it. We cut backstage now. We see Cody walking around. Jimmy Uso. Cody and Jimmy talking. Big Jim asking Cody to have a chat with Jay. Maybe he'll listen to Jay. Maybe Jay will listen to Cody. See what happens later on. Alright, so we're going into the Judgment Day now, folks. JD McDonough. This was a match set up by Dominic before he even asked. Not sure what's happened here. Where is my text? Holy hell, what the heck has happened here? Just completely lost it. What the hell? No image for this. This was a match that was announced earlier. JD McDonough versus Rusev. Roxanne talking JD McDonough into this match on behalf of. We'll see how we go. We'll put a quick poll up, folks. Here comes Rusev. Let me know who you think's going to win in this poll. I think it's going to be Rusev Crush, JD McDonough. Rusev, obviously this is happening all during the ads. Rusev wants Dominic's title. JD McDonough. Welcome in, folks, if you're in here. Appreciate you popping in. Make sure you vote in the poll so you don't miss out. Let me know who you think's going to win this match. JD McDonough, impromptu match in a way, made earlier in the show. Dominic just trying to get someone to sort out this Rusev problem. Well, Rusev is definitely coming for Dominic in that Intercontinental Championship. I would not be surprised if we see a match for that later on down the line, maybe at Crown Jewel. Yeah, 2.5 weeks away from Crown Jewel in Australia. Jay in the background. I'm going to see Cody trying to talk to him soon. This is all just come off the ads. Jey Uso staring at Cody's championship as Cody's talking to him. Interesting. Jey Uso eyeing up Cody's championship again. He's eyeing that championship up. He wants to, he's eyeing up Cody's championship. Jay's saying he's going to find his way up to the top, back to the top, Cody. But he was eyeing Cody's championship. He's later on tonight taking on LA Knight. We still have Jey Uso versus LA Knight later on, and the main event, Asuka and versus Rhea Ripley. This match gets underway. Rusev wants that title. Early assault here by Rusev. Quick blows. Punches to the head, midsection. Kicks. JD is going down as Rusev is just laying into him. Chop by 2, 3. A few chops here by JD in retaliation, but it's quickly ended by a knee to the gut and a slam by Rusev. He gets back to yawing at Dominic, telling him he wants his bout. Back to JD. Another slam. Another suplex on JD. Rusev well in control here. Standing over JD. Jumps onto the back. He's taking apart JD. Yawing at Dominic. Do you see that, boy? Rusev with JD on the ropes here. Oh, what a big kick to the back. Rusev fully in control here, calling JD boy. Come on, boy. JD, though, gets out of a slam attempt, chops Rusev, who just stands there. Eyes up JD as if, are you serious, boy? You think that's going to stop me? You better run, and which JD does. JD's running around the ring now. Back inside, chased by Rusev. Ducks under an attempt by Rusev. Straight into a big slam there. That's it. And he just tosses JD out of the ring. Ragdolls him. Total dominance by Rusev. Rusev is stalking Dom. Takes out JD again. Picks him up. Slams him head first against the barricade. Attempts to go into the ring steps, but JD hurdles him. As Rusev comes in, JD drop kicks the ring steps into the leg of Rusev, buying some time here now. JD on the offense, big kick to the back of Rusev. Tries it again, but Rusev grabs his legs and slings him over his shoulder. Goes to push him into the ring, but JD counters and slams Rusev into the ring post. And JD's, back is looking nasty. So JD here, offense, slinging off, springboard off the second rope, taking Rusev down. JD McDonough definitely feeling that though. Good offense here by JD. A little bit back, taking Rusev off his feet here. Gee, that back of JD. Both men back in the ring. JD stalking. Goes straight to the leg of Rusev. Yeah. JD eyeing up Rusev's leg again. Taking it down. Working on that knee. Working on that leg. Yep. Good movement here. JD working on that leg of Rusev. Good offense here. Keeps working on it. JD McDonough working that left leg of Rusev. So JD being able to work that leg, found himself on top here. Rusev fighting out though, trying to fight out. Big kicks to JD McDonough, breaks the hold. But Dan tried to go back for the leg, missed, fell short. Rusev picks him up, just manhandles him and slams him down. But you got a one-legged Rusev here, clearly holding that leg. Selling that leg. Rusev now on the offense. Big kick by Rusev, but it follows straight up. He goes straight to that leg again, hurt, fielding it, selling it well. But yeah, Rusev back on top here with JD. Kicks, elbows. It's behind him with Rusev back in control. Crowd slowly trying to start a JD chant. Not really going anywhere. JD's fighting back. Big headbutt by Rusev sends JD back to the ground. Rusev trying to shake off that leg. Rusev just lifts JD onto the top turnbuckle. Looks like he's going to try something here. Rusev. JD slides underneath Rusev, who was on the top turnbuckle. Again goes straight to that leg, buying him some separation. Bit of time here. Yep. JD drops down with the head of Rusev on top against his jaw. Gets out of the Rusev's way. JD, yes. Corkscrew over the top rope onto Rusev. JD now getting back on top here. Mounting a comeback. Big running knee to Rusev. He's going for the pin here. One. Big kick out. Rusev. Now here's JD though. JD counters it. Counters the attack, driving Rusev down to the mat. Headbutt by JD onto Rusev. Both men fall down. JD's though back on top on the outside, climbing to the top turnbuckle here. What's he going for? What a great... Oh, hook of the leg. 2 count by JD. Great aerial maneuver by JD. Like a reverse moonsault, I think, from the top turnbuckle. Beautiful. Moonsault. Beautiful moonsault from the top there by JD McDonough. 2 count coming from it. But, oh my goodness, you can see the damage. JD McDonough's back. JD is just attempting some kicks here and punches to Rusev, who's on one knee. This is a good match here. Both men on their feet now. Rusev gets back. McDonough trying everything to get him back down. Off the ropes. Clothesline. Just doesn't do much. Again, tries it again, but only just stumbles Rusev. 3rd attempt. Rusev grabs him. And bang! Ragdolls McDonough, slamming him down. Rusev firing up now. That was enough what Rusev needed. Rusev. He's lining it up. He's lining JD McDonough up for his move. Match the kick. March over. And the accolade to finish off the match. No. Dominic's distracting the ref. Rusev. He's got the accolade locked in. JD taps. He's not releasing it. Finn Balor from behind comes in to help out JD McDonough. Stares down Dom. What the hell were you doing? Why didn't you help him? And JD McDonough now taking Rusev out to the ring apron. Getting in the face of Dominic before that. Telling Dominic, what the hell was that? Why didn't you help him? Pushes away Dominic. What's your problem, Dominic? Why didn't you help JD? Yeah, as this help crumbles. You didn't help. Let's getting in there. Rusev the winner. As JD and Dominic have a go at each other as they try and help. Well, they help JD McDonough to the back. And we go to see Asuka warming up. Here comes Io. Asuka doesn't want advice from Io. Someone who lost. The match is happening. Io appealing to Kari. Kari is like, Asuka is why we are here. We must listen to her. Oh, Kari! Both women are hearing that. They know. Jackie Redmond here with LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight. Jackie looking good. Always does. LA saying he's not trying to hurt you. Yeah. Good little interview there. Promo by LA Knight. We've still got that match to come up. It should be next, actually. Probably will be next. LA Knight versus Jey Uso. A match made by Jey Uso earlier on in the night. We were found that out. Actually, pretty much in the opening segment. So, wouldn't be surprised if we should be coming up next, that match. Here we go. Jey Uso showing it. There he is. The kids around him. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Jay makes his 10-year intro. Gives me time to catch up and make another poll. Get involved, folks. Get involved. Predictions. Ooh, so... He's still over with the fans, so I don't know if we'll see. I really don't know if he's going to turn heel. I don't know if they really should. I'm kind of hoping it's just two really pissed off faces who have issues with each other, and that's it. It can be that as well. It doesn't have to be someone turning heel. As Jey Uso high fives. Well, it's not high fives. What's it? Dabs up Joe Test and Wade Barrett. Oh, you can go away. Bandy Vader, bye-bye. Get the hell away. Oh, I'm going to stand up for a while now. The old legs, been sitting down. I'll wrap myself up in my cord. Who soul? Oh, us. Just me, us. But it was interesting earlier on when Cody went to talk to Jay, and Jay, as Cody was talking, Jay was eyeing up Cody's championship quite clearly as well. And Cody didn't pick up on it because Cody was kind of talking to himself, not looking at Jay. So, yeah, couple of really good long looks Jay had on Cody's championship. So it'd be interesting to see where this goes. But we have Rhea Ripley versus Asuka announced as our main event tonight. One more time. One more time. Is he going to run it back? They want it. We're going to get it. One more time. Run it back. Old man Yeet. I just don't see it. So, hang around, folks. After the stream, I will be doing a quick overview and my initial thoughts to tonight's Raw. It's me, Oos. Alright, so most of that takes up the ad. It's quite a good... it's a really good entrance theme for that very reason. Me, you can... Now they're just promoting Vegas... WrestleMania Vegas, so can't stop me. WrestleMania 42. We are back with the official broadcast. Netflix, you don't miss none. But I think broadcast TV over there in the United States and obviously select markets that don't have yet Netflix. With WWE, you get adverts. The yeeting is still going by the crowd. We should get LA Knight's music soon. Yeah. Yeah, this might run for about 15 or so minutes. Maybe 20. I'll say around about 15 to 20 minutes. And then you've got a little bit more build up. Then you'll have Rhea versus Asuka for probably 20 minutes. I think this one will be around 15 as LA Knight, comes in. Again, someone who's still over. But I think if you're going to turn someone, I think you can get away with turning LA Knight more because I think the fans will react to him being a heel as you probably want them to, because I think his character, him as a referee, as a man, I think he can do the heel really well because his character's like a very abrasive heel face anyway. Let's see what happens. LA Knight, yeah. And straight into it, the bell. Jay not wasting any time. Straight in before LA can even take his shirt off. Jay has LA in the corner. Beating him down. I like that start. That's how it is. Beef, man. Jay's got issues. Let's not have a nice little fancy lockup. Let's not give him time. LA Knight, yet the match is official. The ring of the bell has happened. LA Knight now running the ropes, but Jay intercepts him again, takes him down. LA Knight hasn't taken his, what do they call it, waistcoat off? Waistcoat? Yeah. Jay on top of LA in the corner, just laying in some punches to him. Obviously, everyone's yeeting to it. Stomps to the midsection. Definitely a really angry, peed off Jay, and I like it. It makes sense. Slams LA Knight to the corner, follows it up, but misses. And a BFT from behind. Oh, BFT, sorry. Neck breaker. LA takes his jacket off. In control now. Gut to the midsection. It was a jumping neck breaker. Jey Uso now over the top rope to the outside. LA Knight's going for it. Went for the baseball slide. Missed. And a big clothesline from Jey Uso. Uso chance. Let's go Uso. Jey Uso chance. He's still over. A little bit of dueling chance. LA Knight chance coming into it now. Let's go Uso. LA Knight. I just think if they try and turn Jay, they're going to have a hard time with the crowd, eh? Accepting it, man. LA Knight. Ramming the head of Jay onto the announce table. Rolls, goes, up, big one again, and one more for good measure. LA Knight tries to swing Jay into the ring post, but it's reversed and Jay slams LA Knight into the guardrail. Both men down. Count of 7 now. Jay's going to break that out. 8 though. Count of 9. LA Knight gets in just in time. Ref checking in on Jay. Jay talking a bit of shit to LA. Come on, LA, what you got? LA's in the corner. Stomps by Jay. Yeet stomps. LA's going, yeah, every time Jay stomps him. Jay now grabs LA Knight to send to the ring. He's going for a suplex. And LA Knight flips out into a back neck breaker. Countered. Countered. So now, LA Knight, Jay's in the corner, doing the yeah stomps. And he's going to come back, racing to the corner, but Jay gets out the way, and LA goes crashing knee first into the middle turnbuckle. Big kick to the head of LA Knight, but Jay there. LA Knight now. Down in the corner. Down in the corner where the turnbuckles are. Jay now going for a count. 1, 2. I don't mind a slow burn if you're going to... I'll try and talk about that later. Might bring it up. Let me know. Jay now goes climbing to the top, intercepted by LA with a punch. LA now is going to join him. LA Knight looking for a slam here, but Jay's a few punches to the midsection, pushes LA off him. Now LA though, the big leap as he does to the top ropes, grabs Jay. Oh! Superplex by LA Knight. Both men down. LA not able to get to the pin though yet. Both men slowly get to their feet and begin to start trading blows in the middle of the ring here. Yeet! Yeah! Yeah, yeet! Yeah! Yeah! LA Knight now. Big yeah! Blocked! Yeet! 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 Whoa! Takes off his vest and a big yeet! Blocked! Went for a neck breaker blow by LA Knight. Blocks it. Picks up Jay. Oh! LA Knight. Big slam. 1, 2.5. Big slam. I think Wade seems to be calling it a burning hammer. I'll need to look up that. This is awesome chance. This match is picking up well. It's a good match. Jay with a roll up. 1, 2. Jay misses the turnbuckle. Hits. LA Knight went for another back neck breaker. Blocked by Jay who hang on to the rope. But Jay's head did hit, I think, the top turnbuckle. Jay now. Suicide dive to the outside. This is good. I like this. Good guys with issues, especially Jay with issues. Get best way to solve it in the ring. Jay, super kick, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, 2.75. Come on, Cam. Both men down. Feeling the effects here. It's been a good back and forth. Good back and forth. Yep. Well said, Wade Barrett. Motivated by hatred. Big kick there by LA Knight. Oh! DDT. LA Knight now trying for a kick up. It got the energy. Jade's rolling around. LA Knight's going to that top right. He's going to go for it. Big elbow connects. The leaping elbow. Hell yeah, he's feeling it. He's standing there. He's waiting for it. And here comes Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. Boo! LA Knight taking them both out momentarily. Baseball slide to send Bron Breakker down. LA Knight, though, he's going to turn around. Jay! Spear by Jay onto LA Knight. He's going for the frog splash. Jay's on the top. Frog splash onto LA Knight. What? No? 1, 2, 3. I don't know why the Vision had to get involved. That. And Jay walks away, leaving LA Knight in the middle of the ring. Doesn't care about the interference from the Vision. Just showing, yeah, Big Jay. He's won. Jimmy there. Jimmy's come there. They're both looking down the ring. Jimmy's like, what are you doing, bro? You need to help him. The Vision are going to take him out, bro. Yeah, Bronson Reed. Bron Breakker now. Jimmy's looking down the ramp towards the ring. Grabs the chair and he's going to go and help LA Knight. This is interesting. Goes in, slides into the ring. Sees off the bronze with it. He's in the chair there. LA Knight's down and out. He's just... Jay's with the Jimmy's with the chair. Eyeing up Bron Breakker. So I can see something's going to happen here with LA Knight and Jimmy. He's going to think Jimmy took him out. Bron Breakker's encouraged by Heyman to get down off the apron. Bronson Reed is back down. And the Vision are leaving now. Jimmy's staring them down with a chair still in the hand though. LA's coming time too. We should see what's happening here. Jimmy standing there with the chair in hand. Talking down the Vision. Jimmy down there. LA's looking up at Jimmy. OTC chants go as we cut to the back with Seth Rollins and Becky. Becky going off. Seth's just there listening. No. The bleach. Becky's talking. Seth's just listening, but he's holding that watch Cody gave him. She's talking about the Vision. She's talking about Cody. She's talking about what's being done. Talking about Jimmy and Jay, the Vision. Becky's going to make an example. Looks like she's going to go out there with her championship. Don't think Seth's heard a single word she said. He's just been staring at that watch for that whole time. Rhea warming up. Is he here with her? Come on, Rhea. So we're going to head towards the main event. She's asking Rhea. He is asking Rhea to call off the match. Rhea's saying the match has to happen. Rhea saying maybe we can beat the smack into each other like you and I did. The respect. Asking, telling you to be careful around Asuka. Asuka's family. What do you mean? Io says. Rhea warning Io not to trust Asuka. Causing more conflict there with Io and how she feels about Asuka. And we're going to lead to the main event later on tonight. It should be a real good match actually. Byron Saxon, we are in the ad break. And we're going to interview Penta and the War Raiders, who had a win earlier on today. They chose war. War Raiders have no mercy when it comes to war. One thing left on their mind, and that's gold. They want their championships back. Your notice, Judgment Day, is war. Penta, you're my loco amigo. Everybody love Penta. New Day, why you not like Penta? He's going to destroy Dominic Mysterio and become Intercontinental Champion. Whee! I think Rusev is going to have an issue with that. Penta calling Dominic out. He's coming for his championship. He's looking over, I think, a script or Penta calling out Dom. It also all happened during the ad. Penta and the War Raiders saying they're coming after the gold. But interestingly, Penta calling out Dominic Mysterio, saying he wants his Intercontinental Championship. He's coming for it. Pretty sure Rusev will have an issue with that. So before we broadcast, we'll just get back. They're highlighting the podcasts that are currently on there. And obviously some here at WrestlePalooza. I'm just going to mute this. They're just showing the Stephanie McMahon Undertaker segment where well-deserved Stephanie McMahon was announced as the 2026 Hall of Fame induction by the Undertaker. Thought I had muted it. Stephanie McMahon, congratulations. Well deserved. First inductee to the 2026 Hall of Fame. The Billionaire Princess, I think so, Monica. Well done. Well deserved. She's so highly thought of and talked about backstage, especially by the women, and what she's done for them over the years. Then the brief in-ring, I guess you could say, career she had. A little bit of wrestling, but also everything else with the character. Well done, Stephanie McMahon. Congratulations, Stephanie McMahon, on her 2026 Hall of Fame induction made by The Undertaker at WrestlePalooza. We're back with the announcers now. We have the main event up next, which will be Rhea versus Asuka. Next Monday on Raw, it's been announced, Rusev will face Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, and we will also see Bayley take on Raquel Rodriguez. Two big matches announced for next week. And a rematch next week, is it? Tornado tag team match also announced next Monday. The Usos get a chance to get the win back over Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, the Bronze. As we cut into Lucha Libre. El Grande Americano promo. This is it looks like a promo for El Grande Americano, and they're showing the other Americanos, I guess. So, interesting that. Nice, I like this promo. Lucha Libre, long live Lucha Libre. El Grande Americano. I like that. Oh, we got Maxine Dupree with Adam Pearce. Asking for a match. Tell us, Renee, keep doing what you're doing. Maxine, keep doing what you do. Give me some time and I'll find an opponent for you. Alright, that'll be interesting. See what we get. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. These Americanos are starting to push me off. Dragon Lee. next week. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee wanting a match against the Americanos next week. He's going to talk to the Americanos. Consider the match official. AJ's asking Pierce, don't sign any more Americanos, at least for now. Okay, so we've got another match kind of official here as we go into Asuka. I'm going to push. Oh, I'll put that as a question mark. Here we go. Asuka, accompanied by Cody Sane. Last poll, folks. Get in. Who wins? I think this is, we're going to see something here. Asuka making her entrance. There's a poll on YouTube, folks. Get it down below. Who is going to win? I'm going to transfer this to the other page. Should be a good match here. What have we got? 20 minutes, probably another 2-3 minutes, maybe 5 at max for entrances. Should be a good 15-minute match, maybe some shenanigans or something of the sort. This is my brutality. Here we go. Rhea Ripley making her entrance. Mommy. Rhea bloody Ripley. This is, so far, this Raw has been absolutely fantastic. It's annoying because why can't we get this every week? Why couldn't WrestlePalooza be of at least this level? We've got some good solid matchups for this week already done. Really good matches. And next week we've got Dom versus Rusev. Should be a good match. We've got Bayley versus Raquel. Should be a really good match. Tornado Tag. Usos versus the Bronze. Rematch. Should be another good quality match. And probably looks like we may have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee against the Americanos. We've got this as the main event. Rhea bloody Ripley against Asuka. Trips, we know what you're capable of. Deliver us. It doesn't have to be WrestleMania 41 levels. Or 40, we should say. But just give us really great consistency. We know we're capable of it. This Raw's been fantastic so far. And this match, icing on top. Asuka dancing to Rhea's intro. This should be a banger. Let's go. Ring the bell. Mommy chants straight away. Asuka attempted lockup, went for a big kick, ducked by Rhea, but Asuka's got Rhea in a chokehold. Released though. Big kicks by Asuka. Striking those big kicks to the legs of Rhea. Rhea though, from the corner, picks up Asuka. Asuka rolling in, goes for cover 1, 2. Big suplex by Rhea. Mummy racing towards the rope with the big leg, misses. She's on the outside. Asuka, though, comes charging. With a big butt, seeing Rhea down on the outside. Asuka's with Curry saying here today. Rhea's on the story on the side there. Asuka's just playing it up to the crowd. Asuka's just allowing Rhea time to get to her feet. Now here she goes. Asuka on the apron. Taunting Rhea. Come on, Rhea. Back in the ring, Rhea. Asuka playing mind games. She knows she can do. Rhea rolls into the ring. Asuka immediately hits a drop kick to the head. Asuka back on top here. 4 count break of the 4 count from the ref. Asuka just laying that knee into the head of Rhea. Throws her out to the opposite side of the ring now. In front of the announce desk. Asuka's calling Curry, saying to do something. Holds Rhea. Asking Curry to come and hit Rhea Ripley. Curry's like, no, I can't. Gives time though. Ripley fighting back. Couple of punches to the back, punch to the midsection, rolls Asuka back in. Rhea now on the ring apron, getting back into the ring here. Big boot to the midsection of Asuka. Oh, Asuka over a big knee to the head. Asuka now on top. Stretching out Rhea. Rhea trying to fight out here. Yep. Rhea fighting out, but instantly dragged back down, head first into the mat by Asuka. Pulling the hair, just slamming her down again. All that has happened during the ads, most of it anyway. Asuka still on top here. Rhea now trying to come back. But Asuka is countering everything. Rhea's tried comebacks, but Asuka's just getting there. The dragon screw from Asuka to the Rhea's right leg. Rhea down and out, holding that leg. Asuka still on top here. Asuka dominating this early exchanges with Rhea. Taking out the legs there with a corkscrew as well. Get that power, the base of that power from Rhea. Just taunting Rhea. Big slap though by Rhea. Rhea's just saying, come on, Asuka, bring it. What else you got? Rhea ducks under. Big clothesline. 2. Going for a 3rd now. Big kick to the guts. Follows up. Slams Asuka down face first. And a big drop kick to the head, to the chest area of Asuka. Now Rhea's on top, firing herself up. Suplex. 1, 2. Arching suplex there. kick out at 2 and a bit by Asuka. Rhea now looks in for a crucifix. Asuka though counters and immediately straight drop kick to the leg again of Rhea and follows it up with a kick to the head. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there for Asuka. Asuka's had most of this match though. As Wade just said, about 90%, yeah? Asuka just adding a little bit of insult to injury there. Stomping on the legs. Rhea trying to fight off with a kick of her own though. Asuka following straight back up with a forearm. Kicking, yeah. Kicks to the leg of Rhea. And now she goes to attempt for a suplex. Blocked. Reversed by Rhea. Or switch, but Asuka switches again. Rhea holds onto the ropes. Follows up and a big boot by Rhea to the face of Asuka. Separates them. Gives Rhea some time. Rhea though following up on the ring apron. Taking down Asuka. All the damage. Now Rhea is on top. Seeing Asuka down. Aren't you supposed to be muted? Fucking phone. Rhea now. Still holding that leg. Still selling the leg that Asuka's been working on. The left leg. But Rhea now. Big blows to the back of Asuka. Both women still on the outside of the ring here. And Rhea rolls Asuka back in. Big kick to the midsection there by Rhea. Rhea play now. Sends Asuka to the outside again. Head off the guardrail. Big slap onto Asuka by Rhea. Curry's like pleading. Rhea now throws Asuka back into the ring. Rhea on top here. Rhea standing over Asuka. Dropping her legs and her weight on to Asuka's back. Sending her back down again. Stomps. I don't know what that move's called. Rhea's calling for it. Again, one more. Oh. Asuka. Rhea now. Wraps Asuka up around the midsection with her legs. Asuka's fighting out of it. Right in the middle of the ring here. Asuka rolling there, trying to force Rhea's shoulders to the ground. She's done it 3 times, but only managed a 1 count. But she rolls through and counters it and switches it into a submission move here, or like an ankle lock of sorts on Rhea. So Rhea now desperate to try and get out of that ankle lock. Back to 1 foot, hopping with just a big smack into the face. Gets Asuka to let go of that hold. Control back with Mummy now. Slams Asuka into the corner. Selling that leg though. Rhea selling that leg. Big chop. Drags Asuka to the top of the turnbuckle there. Now Rhea's onto the second. She's looking for it. She's looking for a superplex. Both women from the top. Oh, boy. Superplex to Rhea sends both women down to the mat. Both feeling the effects of that. Oh. Asuka didn't quite get all that flat back though. Macy seemed to hit for her ass. Both women down though. Rhea's upper back kind of took most of that from her side. And Asuka's kind of lower back butt. Both women exchanging blows here in the middle of the ring now. Elbows, fists, forearms. Rhea. And Asuka now. Wraps Rhea up. Goes for the roll-up. 1, 2. Asuka missed with a kick. Rhea missed with a kick. Spinning elbow from Rhea. Both women back up. Big kick to the face by Rhea. She's sitting her up. Ripley now. Riptide. Razor's edge. Follows up with the running knee. 1, 2. Kick out by Asuka. Oh. Just seen a replay of Razor's edge followed up by that big kick knee to the head. This is a great match, as you'd expect between these two. Asuka now. Armbar! Asuka's locked it in. Shoulder. She's got the arm cinched in. Rhea's trying to fight her way. She does. She rolls over. 1 count forces Asuka to break the hold. Rhea went for it. Misses Asuka. Shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Rhea smacked in the head with a big kick from Asuka. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5 by Rhea. Mummy chants going out. Asuka holding Rhea's head, delivering kick after kick to it. Goes for another one, but it's grabbed by Rhea. Big slap. Spinning elbow, spinning kick by Asuka. Strikes, here comes the striking kicks of Asuka. Big spinning kick to Rhea. Rhea goes out. Asuka telling Kari to take a shot. Kari's like, yeah, I don't know, I should. Kari, no, she can't do it. Asuka's getting in Kari's face now. Back in control. Asuka drives Rhea's head against the announce table, rolling her back into the ring. Now she's in Kari's face. What are you doing? Kari begging off. I wonder if Kairi Sane's going to cause something here. Maybe cost Asuka accidentally. Asuka running to the ropes. Big running elbow to the face of Rhea. Runs back and the return to sender by Rhea with an elbow of her own. Big right forearm. Ducks under an attempt by Asuka. Asuka grabs the leg though. Locked in. Asuka now. She's got that leg wrapped up. Rhea's trying to fight out of it. Trying to get that leg that she's been targeting all night. She's got it wrapped up. Rhea's trying to fight out. She's managing it too. Asuka still holding on though with the ankle. Rhea trying to hop towards the rope though. And it's a suplex by Asuka. Asuka signaling. There she goes. Asuka's looking for her. Oh, she jumps into a standing leg drop by not leg drop. Sorry, my his brain's not clicking. A drop kick by Ripley as Asuka comes off the top rope. Awesome chance again, and that's right, this is awesome. Both women now down, trying to get to the ropes. Asuka's telling Curry, get something, do something. Curry looks like she's holding her fist, like she's going to go and punch Rhea. Asuka's told her, go punch Rhea. And Curry's fighting her own fist. And she's been told to. Ref's being distracted. Curry went for it. But Asuka, Rhea catches the fist. Asuka coming down. 1, 2, 3. Roll up win by Rhea. Rhea wins. Due to Curry being hit by Asuka. And the green mist though by Asuka. Rhea now yelling at Curry. Yelling. Rhea's down after being misted. Curry now. Asuka telling her. Curry laying in some punches of sort. And now comes Asuka with the stomps. The Kabuki Warriors are beating down Rhea post-match here. And here comes Io. Io getting in between the Kabuki Warriors and us and Rhea. Curry is slightly behind Io though. So don't expect it. She's holding off. She's trying to tame the dragon. Asuka's like, okay. Oh, don't. It's not. Thank you. We're going to see it. 1, 2. Crying from Asuka. Bringing in Io for a hug. Don't trust her. Rhea said. Now Asuka and Curry. Asuka! Spinning elbow by Asuka. Ordering Kyrie now to attack Io. And Kyrie attacks Io. The Kabuki Warriors beating down Io. Ripley still in the corner after being misted. Can't see anything. Looks like Smurfette. Asuka now though, as Rhea gets to her feet, still blinded. Asuka, running, spinning kick, sends Rhea back down and she goes back onto Io Sky. Curry's on the top rope. Oh, here we go. Io's on the top rope. Curry's on the top rope. Asuka's got Io. Oh, it's final nail. Curry being forced to do what she has to do as it's a post-match beatdown on not only Rhea Ripley, but Io Sky as we go to the end. Rhea Ripley looking like Smurfette. Curry being forced to have attacked both women, and she did. Both women down. Io is down and out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is how Raw goes off the air with the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka in particular, And we see a down and out Io Sky and a down and out Smurfette Rhea Ripley. Wow, why can't we get shows like this all the time, Trips? Oh. Right, let's take a breath and just try and just go over a little bit of an overview. I'm going to start off saying that was awesome. That show from top to bottom was quality. Why can we not have more of this? Why wasn't Palooza something like this? Great matches throughout, and what a way to just icing on the cake. Io and icing on the cake with what transpired after the match of Rhea Ripley beating Asuka. We'll talk about that first, but let's jump in, shall we, roughly here, folks. Started off Cody Rhodes opening up the show, gets on the mic, and just before he can really say anything, Seth Rollins' music hits. He comes out with the vision. Just the bronze, of course. Wow. All I can say. So Cody came out. The Vision came out. The Bronze, Heyman, Seth. Seth told that Heyman and the Bronze just to chill as they stayed at the entrance, ringside entrance ramp. Seth got in the ring, and it was a good back and forth exchange between both men. Seth saying at the end that you may be the quarterback, but you play for me. Cody asking Seth 2 questions at the end as well of his little bit, saying, Seth, we had 3 matches, they were 1-1. Is that what we're going to have at Crown Jewel? And he also followed that up with saying to Seth, out of those 3 matches, how many did you win? Before giving the mic onto the chest, if you like, of Seth Rollins, and then leaving. The Vision stood in the way, but Seth told him to part the seat and let Cody pass, and that he did. So it was a good opening to Raw straight off. Cody coming out, nice back and forth without getting shouty, and it was good exchanges between both guys giving their relevant points. Obviously, this is all leading to Crown Jewel in about 3 weeks. So looking forward to that. So that was a good start there to the show. As announced earlier too, earlier on Twitter, we then came into a 6-man tag between the New Day and Grayson Waller against the War Raiders and Penta. It was a good match. It was a good solid match. It was a no DQs match, a lot of kendo sticks, a few tables. Penta been sent through a table by Kofi, but then Kofi later on finding himself on the other end going through a table that had earlier been set up in the corner of the ring there. And the match ended with a top turnbuckle Mexican destroyer on Grayson Waller by Penta for the pin. A decent, solid match there. Really happy with how that came out for what it was. Couple of good funny moments as you would expect with this team. There was, one brief moment, the New Day, all 3 of them took out the big old black Mexican type fancy hats that Xavier Woods had at one stage and kendo sticks, and laid down on the Raiders and Penta. They kind of managed to get up and take the heels down, and then they themselves kind of reversed it, putting on the big Mexican hats or the big goofy hats and having their own way against the New Day as well. But yeah, a good solid match. We then kind of went to Judgment Day Clubhouse as the issues continued. We saw earlier in the broadcast when they're showing people arriving, they showed LA Knight arrive, and they showed Rusev yelling and screaming at Dominic. So back to the clubhouse after the tag match. Dominic's, goes up to Finn. I need help, Finn. Come and help me. Can you take out Rusev? He's really on my case. He's coming after me. And Finn's like, nah, bro, I'm busy. What happened to, I'll take care of this last week? What happened to last week? And Dom's like, oh, no. We say things we shouldn't in the heat of the moment. But Finn was busy. He's going to play some computer games. And then went to JD and said, Psst, JD. Asked JD to help him out. Begged JD. JD's like, no, again, mentioning last week, and Dom's like, yeah, I'm sorry, look, I didn't mean it. And JD's like, waving him off, but then Roxanne say, come on, JD, for the Judgment Day. And Raquel's like, yeah, for the Judgment Day. We got to stay together. So reluctantly, JD McDonough agrees to take on Rusev later on in the night, which we will get to. This is then Bayley and Lyra kind of have a backstage moment, and it's like Lyra's coming up to Bayley trying to apologise, and Bayley's like, for interrupting her last week, and Bayley's like, what are you talking about? It's like no recognition by Bayley of those events from last week. And Bayley is asking Lyra to be in her corner, and eventually cut through some of the back and forth. It was a good exchange. Lyra agrees. So Lyra's going to be in Bayley's corner tonight when she takes on Roxanne, and we see towards the end of that little segment, Stephanie Vaquer walking past there with her new championship. And then we have a brief Heyman promo talking up Crown Jewel match. This is during the Netflix ad with Byron. Byron asks him about what the relationship is with him and Brock Lesnar, and Paul answers it by talking about Seth Rollins and Crown Jewel, and how Paul Heyman knows how to break streaks, and at Crown Jewel, Seth Rollins will break the streak, obviously referring to the fact that Cody is 3-0 up against Seth Rollins since Cody's return to the WWE. This then leads into the crowning, if you like, of Stephanie Vaquer, introduced by Adam Pearce. Really good moment here from Stephanie. She cut a promo. Like I said, a lot of people were saying her English is just coming along leaps and bounds. Absolutely brilliant. So she spoke about what it means to her and the challenges and the sacrifices that she's made. And she obviously said the same thing and other things in Spanish before then coming back to the English. So it was really good. I do like that. I don't mind when they talk in Spanish. I don't understand it, but I like it. It's authentic. It's her natural tongue. Her English, like I said, is coming along. I was able to pick up what she said. She's talking, and towards the end of it, it was good that it was kind of just brought up at the very end by Adam Pearce, who he says, look, this week on SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton will face Nia and Jade Cargill in a triple threat for the championship there, and you'll be facing, whoever wins that at Crown Jewel. So we get confirmation again there. Well, confirmation for the first time, really, that the women's champions will face each other at Crown Jewel, and of course, Stephanie's ready for it. So it was a nice segment. It was great. Stephanie obviously acknowledging again her father, and just overall, I'm a huge Stephanie fan. I think she's a superstar, and it really is. I think she could be someone for the future forever, really. And it was great. Really great segment there. Backstage after that, we kind of cut to Rhea and Nikki. Well, Nikki Bella congratulating Stephanie, and this is post ads or whatever. I think it's in order. But yeah, and then of course Rhea comes up saying congratulations, Stephanie, but just reminding her that she is there and she does expect her chance at the title, and she will be coming for it. And of course Stephanie's like, I'm up for the challenge. I look forward to, basically indicating post Crown Jewel that, to have a go against Rhea. And then of course the Kabuki Warriors show up, Asuka getting in the face, telling Nikki to go away, and telling Stephanie that she doesn't deserve to be the champion. Io should have won. Yeah, not too bad. Rhea steps up. Stephanie kind of goes away because she's not fussed. She's like, yeah, okay, I'll take you on any time. They both go away. Rhea steps up to Asuka, having a chat and saying, I demand a match tonight. I'm going to go and speak to Pearce. A one-on-one match between you and me tonight. And then she disappears. Kyrie is there with Asuka. Then Io comes up. They'd all talk and go away. Asuka's like, well, I don't take advice from someone who lost. I know what I'm doing. Later on, so yeah, it was setting up for what's coming on tonight. Still, obviously, that little bit of interaction here with the issues, you will say, between Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors as well. So it's looking interesting there, what is happening. And we'll see what happens later on. And we'll get to that. So after this, it comes into Bayley versus Roxanne. Bayley again here, like I mentioned, she's got Lyra Vaquer in her corner. Of course, Roxanne has none other than Raquel Rodriguez. A really good match, as you would expect, between these two women. A good solid match, back and forth. I really enjoyed this match. Great, I put down here, great solid match. Towards the end, Raquel getting involved there. So Lyra got involved with Raquel, taking kind of Raquel out of the picture, each other out of the picture, which was able to help set up Bayley to get the win over Roxanne here, which is really good. Good win, deserved win for Bayley. Bayley celebrating. Lyra comes into the ring all happy, hugs Bayley, and Bayley's like, who the hell are you? Pushes Lyra away. I don't need you. She's just twisted again. She kind of changed towards the end of the match as well. So this version of Bayley, who we had at the end, it's like, I don't need you. This is my match. What are you doing here? So it'll be interesting to see where this dynamic leads to. I like what we're seeing so far. Of course, Lyra's facials at the end. Really good end and continuation of where this evolution, if you like, of Bayley's going and the storyline with Lyra. And I'm glad they're getting a storyline between these two, or I'm not even going to say a feud, just a storyline. It will probably end up leading to somewhere, because Lyra is really talented, and I think just teaming her up or playing her against someone like Bayley, like we saw against Becky, it's just going to help elevate Lyra even more. What have we got next? After that, we kind of there's some other little bits and pieces I didn't really make note of that happen, obviously, promos and stuff. Kind of later on backstage, I think it was before the Bayley match, we kind of had Jimmy talking to Cody about his brother, and he kind of asked, hey, Cody, maybe you can go and talk to him, because he's not listening to me. Maybe he'll talk to you. And it kind of leads to the segment here after the Bayley match with Jay and Cody. Yeah, Cody's just sitting down with Jay in the locker room talking about things, and not talking to Jay directly, not looking at it, just talking. And while Cody's talking, Jay, a couple of times, really long stares at Cody's championship. He goes, yeah, don't worry, bro. I'm going to make sure I get back to the top. And Cody's like, oh, good, that's good to hear. Thinks ahead of, good chat. Didn't notice at all that Jay was staring at his championship. And it wasn't just quite a couple of looks. It was, yep, I think I might be going for that one next. Who knows? But I liked it. I really like where they're going with this, Jay. I'll talk about it after their match. My thinking on Jey Uso and LA Knight anyway. We go to, from this, we went into the Rusev versus JD McDonough match, which was set up earlier on in the night. Poor JD. Oh, poor JD. But JD always fights back. This was a good match. Obviously, early dominance by Rusev, as you would expect. I put down here total dominance by Rusev. And it was for the good part of the match, really. But JD fought back. He worked on the leg, get a little bit of shots on the leg there of Rusev, trying to take that power game down from him. And it was a good back and forth. But at the end of the day, it was too little too late. Rusev locked in, the submission move there. And JD, took a while for JD to tap, because we had at one stage Dominic behind on the apron, thinking about, hesitant to get in the ring and help JD. And Rusev's like, come on, Dominic! He was trash talking Dominic a few times during the match too. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for my championship. And eventually that led to JD tapping, but he wouldn't let go of the hold. And Dominic would not get involved at all. Finn Balor comes down, beats down Rusev, takes Rusev out, dumps him onto the outside. And as they leave with JD McDonough, pulls out JD, has a go at Dominic. What the hell are you doing? You should have been. So they all go up the back ramp with Finn and Dominic having a jibber jabber to each other. Rightfully so. I like where they're going with this. I'm hoping this is the start of fractures, and it's going to lead to the Judgment Day, or at least Dominic maybe splintering off. Not because of a Roxanne romance stuff, but because of frustrations, and we've seen lately with Finn for a while, but now JD McDonough, those frustrations driving that wedge, and forcing in a way Dominic to pull himself away. Of course, I mean, earlier on the night, Finn Balor brings up the fact that he was hanging around with his pals earlier. Go and ask one of the Americanos. Things like that. So, yeah, it was a good solid match. It was what it needed to be. Nothing less, nothing more. And then we had LA Knight, having a sort of an interview with Jackie Redmond, saying the stuff he usually says. But yeah, this match, of course, earlier made by Jay because he went to Adam Pearce. While LA Knight Jay made his big entrance, and the cut to during the ad break as well. Before this, Byron Saxton with the War Raiders and Penta War Raiders saying that they're coming for gold. It's time they come back. They got rid of the Judgment New Day. They're coming for their tag team champions. But what got me out of all this section was Penta. Dominic, I'm coming for the Intercontinental Champion. Penta, all focus on Dominic and that Intercontinental Championship. Now, I don't know how Rusev is going to feel about that, but we know at the moment that is Penta's focus. Specifically called out Dominic, and he wants that Intercontinental Championship. Leading into this match, great segments, then we go into it. Now, I like how this started. LA Knight came out second. He gets into the ring. Before he's even allowed to take his jacket off, the usual stuff, bang, Jey Uso is on top of him, beating him down. The ref rings the bell, lets the match start. And Jey has that early little go against LA Knight. I love this because Jey is the one who's really pissed off with LA Knight. Not saying that LA is not pissed off with Jey, but Jay's got issues here with LA Knight. He said earlier that if LA Knight hadn't been the Usos wouldn't have lost to the division. So he's got a real axe to grind here against LA Knight. So it was two faces really, just going at it because they've got some issues with each other. And why not face each other off in a match and just beat the heck out of each other? And it was a great match. It was a really good back and forth. Great start. Jey attacking LA Knight. Good back and forth. Both men getting in some good offenses there. Towards the end, how it ended was, again, division, breaker, Reed coming out, LA Knight taking them both off the ring apron down to the edge. But turns around. What does he do? He turns around, bang, straight into a spear by Jey Uso. Jey, top rope, frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso beats LA Knight for the win. The Vision, obviously, slowly crawl up to the ring apron. Jay's at the end. He's way back there now. He's walked. He's done. He's finished. He's won. LA Knight's down now in the middle of the ring. Jimmy comes out and says, "Bro, come on, let's go and help Jimmy. Let's go and help LA Knight." Jay's like, "Nah," and just walks off. Jimmy grabs a chair, proceeds to go down to the ring, and just holds off Division. They back off. But it's Jey holding the chair, steering down Division with Paul Heyman and LA Knight knowing what's happening, looking up at Jey. But I like where this dynamic is going. Now I want to briefly say, there's this talk, rumours, whatever you want to call, about LA Knight. Well, mainly Jey Uso. Let's be frank. To me, mainly Jey Uso turning heel. I think if they turn him heel, I think it's going to be a hard sell with the fans. Because he's still way over with the fans. The Yeet is still top. So especially because he's got the kid. The kids love that Yeet, right? They love it. He still does the entranceway, still with the kids. I mean, he showed at his Westwood Palooza as well, getting the kids to join in. He still winds it back and does all that. He's still over with the fans, especially the Yeet. The Yeet movement is still there. It's still really popular. So if you're going to try and turn Jey Uso heel, I think you'll have a hard sell with the fans. If you try and do it to LA Knight, though popular he is, I think there is a good portion of the crowd that would go along with hating on him. Especially if it's a turn against Jey Uso. That's if you want to turn one of them. I think you turn LA Knight. I think it's going to be one of the great things for his career, to be honest. I think you'll have an easier time to sell to the crowd. The fans will easily buy in to an LA Knight heel turn, especially against Uso. If he turns on Jay, if he even turns on Jimmy, who's been helping him out a lot lately, dang, you've sold it. Personally, I think you can get away with leaving them as just two faces who hate each other. But if you want to instigate a turn, I think LA Knight is the guy you want to turn because it's going to be easier to sell it to the fans. Because as much as he's over with the fans and popular, turning against Jey Uso, who's more popular, the Yeet movement is huge, it's going to be easier. And if you add turning on Jimmy maybe first instead of Jay, or even both, again, it's an easy sell for me. Anyway, let's talk about the main event. But before we do, some matches announced for next week already on Raw. And these are Adam Pearce official. So, the Intercontinental Championship will be defended by Dominic against Rusev. Looking forward to that. I think he'll plead and beg for help from his Judgment Day bros. Ultimately, I think they'll let him down, and it will be the Americanos, potentially. Rusev as IC champion, yes, I want to see it. Though, with Penta, like I mentioned earlier, specifically calling out Dominic and for that title, maybe he causes an issue there. But that's been announced for next week. IC title, Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev. Bayley will take on Raquel Rodriguez. That's going to be another great match between them. Tornado Tag rematch from WrestlePalooza. The Usos will take on Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, the Vision, next week as well. I don't mind seeing that. It's a week removed from WrestlePalooza, kind of. It's not like they just followed it up immediately. Be interesting to see. I'm hoping that they will still have the Vision winning, and maybe this LA Knight saga is going to play into the result of that match. Makes sense too after what happened today as well. And official without being official, because he has to talk to the Americanos. They did this Americano, Grande Americano and Americano sort of promo segment before this little bit here, which is in Adam Pearce's office. It was really well done. And it came in, we've had AJ Styles with Dragon Lee. They've had enough of these Americanos, and they would like a tag team match next week. Pierce basically said, look, I'll go and talk to the Americanos, but let's consider it official. So yeah, so we've already got 4 matches set for next week, so it should be a banger. Maybe one more will be included. Who knows? Expect some shenanigans, possibly with the IC match, but more than likely that Tornado Tag match is going to be very interesting to me to see what happens because of what happened tonight and how that filters through into next week with obviously the Vision and LA Knight, but also Jimmy. Yeah, looking forward to it. Anyway, folks, thank you so very much for the live stream, joining me in the live stream today and the overview kind of post-match analysis. Hope you enjoyed it. I will edit this down, take care of some of the beeps and stuff, and put that up on the channel anyway. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I am Vaquer, and this is Ring the Bell Wrestling.